What's up, guys? Rampage here again, bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question, I'm going to be asking you guys, what is your favorite dark type attack? Now for me, there's only two choices. It's either between Dark Void or Sucker Punch, and I'm probably going to have to go with Sucker Punch just because I like that priority and its high base power for a priority move, and it also works real good on the Swords Dance Mew. So yeah, leave your answers in the comments below, and let's get started with the battle. What's up, guys? Rampage here again, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Here we have another Black and White 2 battle against someone who goes by the name of carter0108 or something like that. Some numbers at the end of his name. I found off of Smoking. This is actually a UU battle. This is my, well, I can't say this was my first UU battle in Black and White 2, but it's one of my first ones. And Sandslash's Dream World ability got released, so I wanted to use that, test that out in UU, and that's why I'm using a Sand team. Defensive, bulky, Hippopotas, that standard thing. Special defensive, Empoleon, it just doesn't have rocks. Choice Banded Heracross, because Choice Banded Heracross hits too hard. Offensive P2, Massify Azoth, and then Sand Rush, Sandslash. So anyway, let's get started with this battle. So my opponent's going to lead off with a Mew. I'm going to lead off with my Hippopotas because I want to get my rocks up, but this thing might potentially have Ice Beam, so I'm just going to switch out and go out into my P2 because I should be able to take those because I do have Eviolite and a lot of special defense. Well, not a lot, but really good amount of special defense. And he's actually going to set up a nasty plot first turn. Who does that? So I'm like, okay. I should be able to take an Aura Sphere though, even if this thing has Life Orb. So yeah, but he goes for the Aura Sphere. He doesn't have Life Orb, and I'm just going to hit him with a Tri Attack. It doesn't look like he has leftovers either. Tri Attack's not doing much at all, so that pretty much means I'm going to have to let my P2 die because I have nothing that wants to take these Aura Spheres. Well, actually I could send out Mew, but then he might go for the Psychic. I'm not Mew. I could send out Azoth, but then he might go for the Psychic, and that might take a lot of damage. But anyway, he's going to go for the Nasty Plot again, and that's like, why are you setting up and getting greedy on me? And that's what you get, because now I get the freeze on you, and now I can just go for the recovery because I was lucky enough to get the freeze, and I can just kill him off with a Tri Attack next turn. So I believe that's the game plan right here. It probably would have been smarter for me to go for another recover, just because he's frozen and you don't know whenever you're going to unthaw, so, or unthaw, no, whenever you're going to thaw out. So that's cool. I get to take out the Mew, and now he's going to bring out his Nidoqueen. I'm just going to switch out into Azoth because Azoth, is immune to Earth Power, which I thought he might go for. And if he wants to set up some hazards, that's fine as well because I can just hit him with a Psychic. But I'm actually going to go for the Nasty Plot, thinking he's going to switch out maybe to a Snorlax. And if he did switch out into a Snorlax, I just wanted to hit him with some Psychics. But he's actually going to set up his Toxic Spikes. I could have easily taken him out with a Psychic, but that's whatever. It doesn't really matter to me too much. The Toxic Spikes I don't care about too much. And I'm just going to take out his Nidoqueen with a Psychic. So yeah, don't got to worry about that. So now I'm up 6-4, I think. And he's going to bring out his Snorlax now, and I know I wanted to hit this thing with some Psychics, but I thought that maybe preserving my Azoth would be better, so I'm actually going to switch out into my Hippopotas because I can also set up my Stealth Rocks while this thing is out. He's actually going to go for the Curse, so it looks like he has a lot of setup pokes, but I'm not worried about the Curse too much because I do have Empoleon and I could just roar it out. So yeah, after I get my rocks up, I'm probably just going to switch out into my Empoleon. So I'm just going to go for the rocks, most important move in the game. He also has a Darmanitan, so it will help out in that aspect. Now he's going to go for the return. It's not doing too much to my Hippopotas, but it did a nice chunk, I guess. And then he has the poison going for him as well, so Hippopotas' survivability isn't really that good, but its main use was to get up the rocks, and I could probably use it as Death Ball there later, so I'm not, too worried about Hippopotas. He's just going to go for another Curse, so that maybe the next one will take me out, sure hit. I would have just went for another return, but I don't have to worry about any of my Pokemon being paralyzed by this Snorlax, just because I see return over Body Slam, so that's also another positive. And he's just going to go for another Curse, and I'm like, okay, you can do that because I'm just going to roar you out this turn. So yeah, forget about all your stat changes. And I was like, just don't roar him out into his what's that thing called, Machamp. So anyway, I roar him out in this slow roll, which is great because I do have Grass Knot, and I know that'll hit this thing pretty hard. It's looking like a 2-hit KO, so that's nice. And he's going to hit me with a Scald and just try and get a burn on me. I don't think he does, so that's great, lucky for me. And yeah, Sandstorm's hurting him down, but it doesn't matter because he has lefties. No, he doesn't even have lefties because he has the Rocky Helmet. What am I talking about? Why are you running a Rocky Helmet Slowbro? What the? I don't even. Anyway, I'm just going to go for the Scald now, predicting his switch into something else. And he goes out in the Snorlax. I was hoping for a burn. Don't get it though, but it doesn't matter because I'm just going to roar him out anyway. So yeah, and it's good if I keep roaring him out because he's just going to keep taking Stuffed Rock damage and other damage and all this fun stuff. So I'm going to roar this thing out, and I was like, okay, anything except this thing, this Machamp. And I'm like, okay, I got him out into his Machamp. As long as he doesn't have sub, this thing shouldn't be too much of a threat. So I'm going to go out into my Hippopotas, hoping that he doesn't have Substitute. So what do you know, he has Substitute. So okay, now I'm thinking, okay, I have to take at least one Dynamic Punch and then break his sub with an Earthquake, and then I can probably die to poison and, you know, be in a good position. And Dynamic Punch just gets a new good animation. But yeah, he's gonna hit me with a Dynamic Punch. I am able to live, but I hit myself in confusion, and I'm gonna die to poison this turn. So yeah, my plan just kind of didn't go as I wanted it to right there. So now I'm gonna go out into my Azoth. I'm gonna have to Death Bother this thing. So I'm just gonna go for the Psychic and just to break his sub, and then he's what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna go for the Psychic to break his sub. Then he could take me out, and then I can just go out into something like Heracross or Sand Slash to take out this Machamp. So that's the game plan right there. Now I'm going to go out into my Sand Slash because I'm pretty sure Earthquake from a Life Orb, Jolly Max Attack, Sand Slash should be able to take this thing out. But he's going to go out into a slow roll, and I'm like, okay, I could probably 2-hit KO this thing, so I'm not worried about it at all. And I know that he doesn't have Lefty, so I'm most likely sure. I'm pretty sure I could take out this Slow Bro with another Earthquake. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And all he has left now is Snorlax and Machamp, I think. No, he has a Darmanitan, but I outspeed this thing in the sand, so I don't have to worry about that. Just gonna hit this thing with an Earthquake, and that's a dead Darmanitan for you. So yeah, Sand Rush, Sand Slash is looking pretty good. It's kind of hard to use sometimes because there are a lot of special attackers in UU, and you know, you just have to bring it in on the right ones. Well, not bring it in, but like you have to make sure it comes in unharmed and all that fun stuff because its special defense is pretty poor. But anyway, I'm going to take out his Machamp, and now all he has left is a Snorlax. I have a Choice Banded Heracross waiting for that Snorlax. So I'm just going to bring out my Heracross, and I also get the nice lovely Guts boost from the Toxic Spike. So that's also going for me, but it's not like I needed that boost because I'm just going to take him out with a close combat. And yeah, that's going to be the game. So the only bit of hacks that really happened was that freeze hacks at the beginning, and that confusion hacks on my Hippopotas, but I don't really think that mattered too much because even if he would have killed off my P2 with the Mew, I just would have went out into like Azoth and finished him off with a Shadow Ball. So I don't really think that hacks matter in the long run. And yeah, that's the game. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please push that like button. Also leave a comment. You know how much I do enjoy reading your comments. I'm gonna try and upload a Let's Play part today, I guess. It's either gonna be today or tomorrow because I'm gonna try and record some more, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna get around to that. But yeah, not much else to say. Got a lot more battles in store for you guys, so look forward to those, and I will see you guys in the near future. Rampage here, signing out. Hope y'all have a wonderful day.